woman who is currently at Elizabeth House.
Let's do that. Let's comment below. We'll do a challenge here and see, right? So you can see we'll do a challenge. If you want to learn more information, because I didn't know about this Elizabeth House still. Well, I heard it last time at the conference.
Yes.
Now this is the second time I heard about it. Comment below. So if you want to know more about this organization,
yes,
and see if we can do a tour. Where is this Elizabeth House?
It's up on Santa Barbara Street in Pasadena.
In Pasadena. So we set a time with our team here. We set a time we can do a tour of the Elizabeth House.
That would be wonderful.
Right, so we can take a look at what they do.
Yes.
And then we figure out a way to partner up with them, right? So right now we are partnering up with the Children's Hospital. Like this year we started with the Children's Hospital at $25,000 a year. This year we are on a mission to raise $100,000 for the Children's Hospital. But we are never asking money from our clients. These are the people in our team.
Right.
For every home that they sold, they actually take money from their pockets towards that mission, right? And it sounds like Elizabeth House is locally here in Pasadena, and it's a different groups because Children's Hospital, they focus on like children.
Yes.
Right? In downtown LA, and this is more in Vegas Pasadena,
yes,
about women, homeless women, pregnant homeless women,
yes,
right? And you're not just giving money, because giving money is useless. You know what I mean? You actually disable. It seems like you are helping them, but you're actually disabling them if you simply giving money. But if you give people a fish, you only feed them for a day. You teach people how to fish, you're gonna feed them for a lifetime, right? So that's what I like about what you said about this the fish. What's the name of the organization?
Elizabeth House.
Elizabeth House, right? Because you guys more focus on the training. Let's end this with what can we do. If you have a message for for businesses in the area, for professional and small businesses, right? Gold nuggets that you share, because you've been dealing with 300 businesses. There must be common denominator between the successful businesses, the thriving successful businesses, and the one that's not, so we can learn from your wisdom, right? What would it be?
One of the things that I would really, really stress, especially if you are a business owner, and especially if you're maybe a business owner that doesn't have a storefront, then that's really a challenge. Whether it's home-based, web-based, online, whatever it is, if you don't have a storefront, then it's harder for you. But it doesn't mean it's impossible. It means that it may be a little harder. Then one of the things that you said a couple of weeks ago, Rudy, was what is your intentionality? And that's what I've been trying to help our businesses with. Whatever your business, but especially if you are a business owner of any type, what is your intentionality? And you need to know who you are, and you need to know what your business is. And the very, very first time you ever put on a networking breakfast, and you were the sponsor and you were the speaker, one of the things you really helped everyone with was their 1-minute elevator speech.
You remember this?
I do remember this. I remember this several years ago, but I remember, and you were excellent at it, because you said if you only have 1 or 2 minutes to talk about yourself and your business, you're getting into the elevator. Oh, hi, I'm Sandy Rosco, and what do you do, Rudy?
Right.
So you say I don't have time to listen. I'm not going up to the penthouse and back down with you.
Yeah.
So what some of our members unfortunately don't know their mission statement. They don't really have a focus on what their goal is. So we try to help people with, first of all, what is your mission statement? Whether you're a business owner or a nonprofit, it doesn't matter. You have a business, you have a mission statement. What's your mission? When you get up in the morning, what is your intentionality for that day? Be intentional. Have an intentional mindset for the day. Know who you are, know what your business is, so that when you meet someone, you're not just shoving a business card in their face. Instead, you're telling them who you are and how you can help them, what you can do.
That's a really good advice. Be intentional with your business.
Yes.
Be intentional with your life, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we read the book Purpose-Driven Life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So basically, it's a purpose-driven business, meaning like what is the what's the intent? What's the purpose of your business? And guess what?
Absolutely.
If you open up that book, the first sentence, you know what Rick Warren says? He says, it's not about you.
It's not about you.
Right? Same thing with the Chamber of Commerce. At the beginning, you mentioned you are all about the more you serve the business community, the more the chambers prosper. right? It's not about you. And we're gonna end this with this story, Sandy, because I know you. It sounds like it's based on this conversation. So you read the Bible, and the Bible,
Yes.
you know, in the Bible there is a story about the Galilee River.
Yes.
Do you know the Galilee River and there's the Dead Sea? Do you know why they call it the Dead Sea?
It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. The Dead Sea was so buoyant that there is no living creature can live on it. It's so salty.
Right.
So even if you jump on, if you put fish or you put whatever in the Dead Sea, it actually will float.
Right.
It's just so dense. You know, it's so buoyant. The funny thing is, well, not funny, but the interesting is the Galilee River and the Dead Sea actually came from the same source. It's the same source of water. It's just, but if you look at the Galilee River, it's prospered with commerce. There's a lot of life,
Yes.
plants, businesses, ship, you know, in and out. You know, there's a lot of commerce going
Moving,
on.
it's constant. It's constant.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things going on. And then you keep on going, then there's a Dead Sea, there's nothing. And this is what you said just now, right? But it's basically the difference is the Galilee River, they keep on flowing.
Right.
They keep on flowing as your business are being used to bless more the business community.
Yes.
The Dead Sea is just a taker.
It's just a taker. It's just a taker. And the other morning, Joyce Meyer I love Joyce Meyer. I listen to her all the time. And she was talking about how so often, you know, you'll hear believers say, or even a business person that's talking about nothing is changing,
Yeah.
and they want more, they want more, they want more. And she was praying for someone one day who said, I just don't, my money is bad and everything is bad in life. And so she took them before the Lord, and the Lord said, they're so full, they don't have any room for anything else. In other words, they've taken so much, they've been such takers their whole life, there's no more room in them.
Yeah.
There's no more room. And you think about business people who after a while no one's going in there anymore. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, because they felt like all you do is take from me. You're not out in the community. You're not giving back.
Right.
So it's just like the Dead Sea.
Yeah.
There's nothing is flowing through them.
Correct.
There's nothing flowing through them. And if you are a business owner or a business person and you go to all these networking events and you go to all these things, but you just take and you take and you take and you give out nothing.
Right.
And you're not out there to change anyone's life or anyone's heart. You're not out there to make a difference. It's just, what are you doing for me? What are you doing
Right.
for me? And we have members that used to be members of the chamber that maybe aren't members anymore because they say, I didn't get anything out of the chamber.
Yeah.
And then when you say, well, what did you put into it?
Right.
What do you mean? Well, what did you give out?
Right.
I don't mean your money.
Yes.
What did you give out to other
Yes.
people? Well, I said, it's not all about you.
Yeah.
That you have to change your mindset.
Yeah.
I said, it's only all about you, everyone feels that. Sooner
Yes.
or later, everyone knows
Yes.
it's all about you.
Yep.
And all you've done is take, and now you're full.
Yep.
You have to empty.
Right. The more you prosper, right? You can get anything in life if you have enough people get what they want. So I think that's the principle that I learned from you, and I watch. This is not so Sandy here. It's not like I just met her last week. You know what I mean?
No.
I've seen you grow this. I learned from how you grow the chamber over the past 10 years.
Yes.
Right. I never said anything. Probably this is the first time I
It
said
is, it is.
Right. You actually go out to meet businesses. You are serving these businesses. These are businesses who's investing $100 a year. These are not thousands of dollars we are talking about. You actually going out in the community promoting these businesses. You are acting truly like their PR.
Yes, because that's my
Unbelievable.
job. My job is to be their PR, whether they're a bank that pays $400 a year or the nonprofit that pays $125 a year. They should still get the same service. They should still be valued the same. And I should still work just as hard for them.
How do you keep that passion for the past 10 years? Because when I first met you 10 years ago, I look at you, maybe this is the first year you work at the Chamber of Commerce. Maybe you are too excited, or maybe you have nothing to do at the Chamber of Commerce. So,
Oh, yeah, that's
but
it.
10 years later, I was like, wow, you're still doing that? Right? That means it must be truly inside. Like, what keeps, just like any professionals who's watching this now, any business owners, they've been in business for 5, 10, 20, 30 years. How do you keep that passion to serve people alive?
One of the ways is this event that's coming up, our first annual Education Expo. This is one of the ways, Rudy. The reason we're doing this Educational Expo is not because I have nothing to do in January. The reason we're doing it is I got a phone call 2 years ago from one of our members, Pasadena Christian School, and the director of admissions from Pasadena Christian said, will you please, I need help. Will you please help the schools, and especially the faith-based schools? And she said, would you do another expo? Because we do the business expo every year.
Oh, this is in a...
Oh, yeah, it's in addition
Okay.
to. And she said, would you do another one? I said, no. She said, it'll be an education one. I said, yes. So they came to me. She could have gone to anybody else. There's Pasadena Christian Schools located in Pasadena. She could have gone to anyone. She came to us and said, would you help us? We need help. So we pulled together some of our core schools, San Gabriel Christian, San Gabriel Mission Elementary, San Gabriel Mission High School, Pasadena Christian, and St. James Parish School. We called them together and said, do you all want this? And they all, yes, we do. We need this. We need a place where we can not only promote our school, but we want other vendors to be there that are services that our families would need, so we get this help and some promotion. So this gives me passion. They didn't have to come to me. They came because they knew, okay, we'll help you.
So I just want to understand. So so your passion is because you're really passionate about education, is that?
I am very much.
I see. Okay.
I'm very passionate about education, but they needed us.
Okay.
I want to feel like we're making a difference, Rudy. So if nobody ever comes to you and says, can you help me with this event? Can you help my business? If you called me, if you never called me and said, we have a need. If nobody needs you, why get up in the morning?
Right.
You might as well stay in bed. But when your members call you and say, I need help, can you do this for me? Then every single day you wake up with this passion of somebody needs me today. I'm needed today. I'm going to make a difference for someone today.
Right.
And it might be someone who's just trying to figure out how to start a business. And we get a lot of that. How do I start a business? I want to join the chamber because I want to start a business. And you say to them, you're not going to join the chamber first. First, we're going to get you a business plan first. So you're needed. You want to make a difference.
Wow.
And that drives me. It drives me to say, I can help at least one person today.
Wow.
Who can I help today? Who needs me? Who needs the San Gabriel Chamber of Commerce? Who needs what we have?
Wow.
Somebody needs what we have. Who needs us?
That's good.
And that's exciting to me.
That's good. So I hope you guys learn a lot. So Sandy, there's a lot of small business owners, professional who's watching this, inspired by your story, learn a lot. Hopefully people take what you just shared and apply it in their business. Business gonna grow. How would they reach out to you to learn more about the San Gabriel Chamber of Commerce? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
The very best way, you can go to our brand new website, which Rudy is one of our sponsors. And you can go to our website, www.sangabrielchamber.org.
sangabrielchamber.org.
And they can call me. That's an excellent way because I love talking to them. And that phone number is 626-576-2525.
576-2525. And last question, then we're going to end this. Like, what is, just for my own understanding, what is the Education Expo about?
The Education Expo is about bringing together some schools, but then other organizations also, other vendors that all come together, and they have, their commonality is they have something that serves the family. If it's a bank, they have to have a financial literacy program. If it is an insurance company, it's not about selling somebody life insurance. What do you have that will help the family? Maybe you have a child safety program. If you're a realtor, and this is not going to be like the Business Expo, we're going to have very few of the same kind of vendors. So if you're a real estate agent, for instance, okay, you're a real estate agent. What are you doing to give back to the community? What are you doing to help the families? So it's all about bringing schools and other services together that will serve the family. We're going to have a Girl Scout troop, a Boy Scout troop, probably the Explorers, so an orthodontist, immunization programs. What do you have to serve the family? We want this to kind of be a resource. We want this to be a resource afternoon where families can come and find out some resources. Maybe the child's getting ready to go to college in 3 years. It's not too late to find about financial planning for that college. How are you going to pay for it?
I see. Okay. Wow, that's really good. So the Chamber of Commerce, you want to create an environment that you are not only impacting businesses, you are impacting families who live in this community.
Anywhere. Because if the family is falling apart, which a lot of them are, well, then that dad goes to work. And Rudy, you said this a long time ago. It was when the market was, people were losing their home, foreclosures. And so what you were doing is you were calling businesses large and small. And let's say the San Gabriel Valley Medical Center, I remember this because you were going to take lunch in. Yeah. And you were going to...
Wow, you really remember.
I do remember. Yeah. Rudy, I've learned so much from you. You took lunch in, and during their lunch, they could come. Yeah. And it was all about how can I help you if your home's about to go in foreclosure? Because you said, if you go to work today, and you're trying to do your best job, but you're getting these phone calls, your home's going into foreclosure, we're going to foreclose on your home, we're going to repossess your car, we're going to do these things. You can't concentrate on your job.
Right.
So you didn't go in to get anything from anyone. You came to empower them on how to be a better employee by how do we help you not lose your home.
Yes, in our team here, we believe that there is no such thing as this is your personal life and this is your business life. The reason because whatever happened in your personal life, you're gonna carry it over.
Yes.
So that's why some people say when we interview people to join our team, it takes about between 5 to 7 interview process, and then towards the very end, it's a spousal interview, and this is where some people don't like it.
Right.
Spousal interview means we want to know your spouse. We have cases where you may be a good person, it's just you are married to a crazy, for example, right? Yes. So we need to know. So in our team here, part of our employee benefits for our staff team members. That's why we talk about the personal finance. That's a 9 weeks program. We have our director of fund who actually focus on the social life as well as physical fitness. We train together as a team. We learn together. We eat together. We exercise together. Right? There's 7 areas that we focus: spiritual, financial. Because if you are, it's like a tire in your car.
Yes.
You know, if any one of these areas in your life is actually weak,
falling apart,
the whole thing falling apart. So I like the fact that you wanna. So not only it's not only about the business, because the business here will be driven by the people. Yes. So if you don't care about the people, then how would the business grow if the families are all falling apart?
Exactly.
This is interesting. I've never seen this before.
Well, no, this is the first.
Yeah.
And think about a child. Think about a child who gets up in the morning and their parents are fighting. And they're fighting about something like, I don't know how we're going to pay the rent today. I don't know how we're going to have dinner tonight. Susie needs shoes. And we don't have money for shoes. Now you're Susie, and you hear they don't have money for food. Yeah. I don't have. So you go out the door, and the weight of the world is already on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And whatever your age, now you're supposed to go into school and pay attention. Yeah. You can't pay attention. Daddy's losing his job. Mommy is sick. We don't have any money for dinner tonight. What are we going to do? That's how you go to school. And now the teacher says, Susie, pay attention. And Susie's thinking, I can't pay attention. I don't know what I'm going to go home to.
Right.
And now the teacher calls the parents who have to have a conversation because Susie isn't paying attention. That just added more stress. So now they beat Susie because she's causing a problem for them. Look at the disaster this is causing.
That's amazing. Okay, guys, so I hope you learned a lot from this conversation on, what day is today? On Thursday afternoon with Sandy, the Executive Director of San Gabriel Chamber of Commerce. Call her. That's going to be the best investment in your business. Have a nice day.
Thank you.